Record.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd, and welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, June 5th. Yeah, today's the 5th, 2024. I want to introduce you to the Texas Stock Exchange, presented by the TXSE Group Incorporated out of Dallas, Texas. And of course, you see this was released today. So what is the TXSE, Floyd? All right. So here you go. TXSE to provide new trading and listings venue for public companies, ETPs, and ADRs. Recently completed capital raise includes global financial institutions, major liquidity providers, and prominent business leaders from across the United States. And here's the press release from today, Dallas, June 5th, 2024. The TXSE Group, Inc. announced today that it plans to launch the Texas Stock Exchange. TXSE, headquartered in Dallas. TXSE will focus on enabling U.S. and global companies to access U.S. equity capital markets and will provide a venue to trade and list public companies and the growing universe of exchange-traded products. TXSE will be a fully electronic national securities exchange that will seek registration with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. TXSE Group, Inc. successfully completed its initial capital raise with participation from more than 24 investors, including some of the largest financial institutions and liquidity providers in the world, such as BlackRock and Citadel Securities, as well as prominent business leaders from around the country. The liquidity providers backing TXSE Group, Inc. represent a significant portion of the equity volume on U.S. lit exchanges and together comprise a majority of all U.S. listed retail volume. With approximately $120 million of capital raised, TXSE is expected to be the most well-capitalized exchange entrant to file a registration with the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. TXSE's planned launch comes as changes in the equity markets provide an opportunity for greater alignment and more competition. Corporate issuers and exchange-traded product sponsors are demanding more stability and predictability around listing standards and associated costs. TXSE intends to expand access to U.S. capital markets for all investors while providing greater access and alignment for public companies and those seeking access to public capital. Changes in equities trading markets are driving more volume to exchanges and more choices for issuers and sponsors, said James Lee, founder and CEO of TXSE Group, Inc. TXSE will ultimately create more competition around quote activity, liquidity, and transparency, resulting in more consistent and reliable markets that benefit investors, global issuers, and liquidity providers alike. He also added, Texas and other states in the southeast quadrant of the United States lead the nation in economic expansion and population growth, making Texas the clear choice for the establishment of a new national securities exchange. For decades, Texas has been the nation's leader in attracting business relocations and expansions. It's home to more Fortune 500 companies than any other state and more than 5,200 private equity sponsored companies, many of which are preparing to access the public markets. In addition, there are more than 1,500 publicly traded companies throughout the region. That would be the southeast quadrant of the United States, and I'll cover those here in a minute. We're thrilled to bring the fruition of the long-held vision for a national stock exchange in Texas, Lee said. Texas and other states in the southeast quadrant have become economic powerhouses. Combined with the demand we are seeing from investors and corporations for expanded alternatives to trade and list equities, this is an opportune time to build a major national stock exchange in Texas. He added, TXSE intends to submit a registration with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to operate as a national securities exchange later this year. About TXE Group Inc. TXE Group Inc. is the parent company of the Texas Stock Exchange. TXXE will focus on enabling U.S. and global companies to access U.S. equity capital markets and will provide a venue to trade and list public companies in the growing universe of exchange-traded products. Subject to the approval by the U.S. SEC, TXSE will be a fully electronic national securities exchange providing access to the U.S. equity markets. More information is available at www.txse.com. Woodrock Securities in Houston acted as exclusive financial advisor and sole placement agent for TXSE Group Inc. Cravath, Swain, and Moore, Washington, D.C., serves as the regulatory counsel to the Texas Stock Exchange. The Dallas office of Haynes and Boone, LLP, served as counsel to TXSE Group Inc. in the offering and will serve as corporate counsel. PwC Consulting serves as managed services provider for the TXSE Group Inc. The southeast quadrant of the U.S. is defined as Texas, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and the good old volunteer state of Tennessee. That wraps up that. I did download the PDF, which I don't see handily. There it is. And I believe this is probably the same thing. Yes, this is the exact same. So there you go. Stock exchange in Texas. What's going on? There's a lot going on, folks. A lot going on behind the scenes. You're hearing what I'm hearing, having the conversations I'm having. It's a dicey situation. So tell me what you think about this. Leave your comment below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so when I put out new videos, you get a notification, hopefully, from YouTube. And share the video. If you want to reach me, thefearlessfloydshow at yahoo.com, The Fearless Floyd Show, across every social media platform, my website, thefearlessfloydshow.com. You can go to my store. I've got a ton of softcover books ready to mail out, so hit me up for those. I expect them to start going real quick here. fearlessfloydshow.com/store. If you want to take a class, a trust class, or any one of the trust classes, or all the classes, go to the store. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Stay out of trouble.